What is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman back at it again with another video. And today the NFL trade deadline finally passed. Tuesday, November 2nd at 4 p.m. Not even a half an hour from when I'm recording this, the NFL trade deadline happened. And today was pretty anticlimactic, I can't lie. But before I give you my reactions to the lack of moves that happened today, you guys know the drill around here. Mott's applesauce, if you're ever hungry, thirsty, whatever it might be, Mott's applesauce will satisfy whatever's satisfying you need to satisfy you. The Caveman guarantee. I promise it will never fail you. But I mean, yeah, today was boring. The NFL trade deadline is always hyped up, and most of the time it disappoints, and this year was just another example of that. Every single year before the trade deadline happens, everybody's like, oh, this star player is going to go to this team, and this player is going to go to that team, and he's going to go here, he's going to go there, and then nothing really ends up coming to fruition. And, you know, like I just said, this year is another example of that. There were a lot of players that I was actually pretty positive would get moved, and honestly, it just didn't happen. I don't know why teams are so dead today. I also want to say, you know, that horrible Henry Ruggs incident that happened today. I'm not sure if you heard about it or not, but Henry Ruggs is going to get charged with DUI. He happened to kill somebody in a really fatal car accident. That was horrible. Prayers to everybody involved, especially the person that, you know, passed away and their family. That's just such a horrible story. So prayers out to them. But yeah, let's quickly talk about what happened today. I mean, I'm not going to go over the smaller trades. Let's talk about the bigger trades. The first big move that went down today was obviously Von Miller getting traded to the Los Angeles Rams. As if they didn't already have enough star power, they just happened to add to it for a second and third rounder next season. Von Miller went to the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, they have Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller. What else do they need at this point? That Rams team is stacked beyond stacked. I didn't even know they had draft capital left to trade away at this point. I've said it time and time again. After the Matthew Stafford trade happened, I was like, wow, this team is really pushing all their chips to the middle of the table, and now they do this. I mean, I didn't even know they had chips left to push to the table, but they literally just keep shoving every single dollar, every single piece of capital they have toward the Super Bowl this year. And if it doesn't pay off, boy, are they going to be in some massive debt. But honestly, I don't hate this thinking. I really actually like it, to be honest. The Los Angeles Rams are pushing all their chips to the middle. They're giving themselves the best shot that they can get at winning the Super Bowl this year. You got to respect it, truthfully. Like, unlike another team that I might know that's not really making any moves. But I'm going to touch on the Bills in a different video. Not today. I'm going to leave them out for a whole separate video because, you know, I have a lot of feelings surrounding the Bills. We're going to just keep them out of this one. So yeah, Von Miller to the Rams. That was a big move. I didn't even think it was healthy, but Von Miller passed his physical. His ankle injury is all good. So yeah, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. It doesn't get much better than the Los Angeles Rams right now. The other relatively bigger trade that happened today was Melvin Ingram getting traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a sixth round pick. Sixth round pick. Melvin Ingram is a force to be reckoned with, and he gets shipped out of Pittsburgh for a sixth. I mean, that's as cheap as it's going to get. So good for the Kansas City Chiefs, I guess. But you had to guess that the Chiefs would be pretty damn active at this trade deadline because they're basically drowning. They need to give themselves the best chance they can get to win this year because then the cap is going to hit them hard next year. So they really, really got to do everything they can this year to try and take home another Super Bowl before the cap implications. They also traded away Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, their offensive guard, the French-Canadian doctor, to the New York Jets in return for a tight end. A pretty insignificant trade, if we're being honest. A player-for-player trade, though, which we really don't see very often. But yeah, Chiefs pretty active. The last notable move that I think is worth mentioning, the Houston Texans traded away young pass rusher Charles Omenihu, I think that's how you say his last name, to the San Francisco 49ers for a late-round draft pick. The 49ers lost Javon Kinlaw to a season-ending injury, so this was a big move for them. Apparently, Charles is very underrated. I'm not going to try and say his last name again because I'm going to butcher it, but apparently this is a pretty damn good trade for the 49ers. But yeah, like I said, pretty dead trade deadline today. I really don't understand the Houston Texans being, you know, so not active. I understand not trading Deshaun Watson. I did not believe the Deshaun Watson rumors for a second. Ever since they came out before the allegations, I was standing my ground saying this dude is not going to get traded. He's not. It's not going to happen. Maybe it'll happen this coming offseason, but it was not going to happen by this deadline. And lo and behold, the dude is still a Houston Texan. I mean, wow, what a surprise. But the Texans hanging on to Brandon Cooks really doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, they still have a couple other pieces on that team that I'm sure they can get some draft capital for. But yeah, I mean, the Texans, they're just they're just drowning. They have no rebuilding pieces whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, that's what the Texans are up to, I guess. The Colts didn't move Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack was another big name at this trade deadline that everybody kind of expected to get moved, including myself. He also stays with the Indianapolis Colts. That was something that really surprised me. The last move that did not happen, that I'm not really surprised didn't happen, but I thought should have happened, and that was Odell being traded from the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what the Browns are doing, just continuously bashing their heads against the wall, hoping that Baker and Odell create a connection, because it's clearly not going to happen. Although, funny enough, if my timeline of events are correct, the Cleveland Browns had a report coming out of their camp that said that they would not trade Odell, even though they were taking offers and hearing offers out. They decided that they were not going to trade him. And soon after that, apparently Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad tweeted out a video or posted a video on social media somewhere of Baker Mayfield continuously missing Odell, overthrowing, underthrowing Odell, or just not throwing to him. It was like an 11-minute compilation of Odell and Baker Mayfield just not being on the same page. And he's like pretty much saying, trade my damn son, you lunatics. Why are you holding my son hostage? That was basically what that video was saying. It was just kind of funny that happened. But truthfully, what are the Browns thinking? Like, what are they thinking? Is nothing's going to change between the two. You might as well just get rid of them. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my reactions. Let me know how you feel about the Los Angeles Rams just continuously going all in. I feel like it's the best choice at this point in time because they've already kind of pushed all their chips in the middle. You might as well just keep pushing whatever else you can get and try and get your best shot at the Super Bowl. I like the move. Let me know how you feel about that. Otherwise, I think most people feel the same way about the dead, trade deadline day, the dead trade deadline. It was just boring. So yeah, those are all my thoughts. Prayers up to everybody involved in the Henry Ruggs incident. That was a very tragic, very sad, and probably very avoidable situation. So prayers up to everybody involved there. I don't know the full story, but very, very sad. If you have any thoughts, leave them down in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, breaking news, Deshaun Jackson released from the Los Angeles Rams. Actually, he was seeking a trade. They must not have been able to find one for him. Deshaun Jackson is now a free agent. We'll see where he lands. Leave any thoughts you have down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, as always, please like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. If you want to hit the bell to be notified when I upload, I'd appreciate that. If you want to go over to Twitter, follow me over there. I'd appreciate that as well. I'm a part of the Built-in Buffalo content creation team. If you enjoy Buffalo Bills content, be sure to follow and subscribe to us on any social medias you might have. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.